Alright. Loaded into our game. Now, on this side we have VikingCat with 1, 2, 3, 4 Free Company Militia. And actually a 5th Free Company Militia. With 1, 2 Spearmen, 4 Halberdiers, 1 Sigmar's Sons, 1 Tattersouls, Demigryph Knights with Halberds, the Royal Altdorf Griffites, Jade Wizard, let me bring up the information scroll, Jade Wizard with Earthblood, Lifebloom, and the Scroll of Power, the General of the Empire with the Potion of Toughness, Potion of Foolhardiness, and Foe Seeker. Well, I do have it so that it always hides sleeves. Although it only does it when you're like zoomed into them. But I just mean like on that last map, right? Like it wasn't even the foliage, it was like the tree trunks were as thick as tree foliage normally. Like you can't see through all the tree trunks. Oh, I didn't go over our vampire army. 4 crypt ghouls, 2 skeleton spearmen, 2 crypt horrors, 1, 2 Blood Knights and 2 Black Knights, and the Red Duke with 2 more Black Knights. Okay, did both. The General of the Empire is just kind of chilling out here. I'm not really sure what he's doing. Free Company Militia unloading into these Black Knights, and I don't know why they were so far ahead. Oh, on this side, the Black Knights are getting into these guys, but these are Halberdiers. They weren't braced, but they don't want to be fighting these guys in prolonged combat either. And the Demigryph Knights, as well as the General of the Empire getting in here. And I do think that this is an engagement that the vampires win, with all these Blood Knights. And, but there are some Halberdiers coming to help, but there were Skeleton Warriors summoned, and they're getting in behind, so they're not going to be able to disengage from here. Free Company Militia shooting into these Crypt Ghouls, Tattersouls running up to try and stop the Free Company Militia from getting too much pressure on them. It looks like this engagement on the left side is going pretty well for our Empire player. But on the right side, it's looking pretty risky. These Royal Altdorf Griffites are broken. The General of the Empire hasn't taken too much damage yet, but he's still very much in danger. Halberdier's doing a good job against these Crypt Horrors. And the Free Company Militias are, I mean, they're not crazy strong, but they're not like normal levels of ridiculously weak for our ranged units, so they're going to be able to hold their own against these Crypt Ghouls for a little while. This engagement on the right side is going very poorly for our Empire player. It would be pretty devastating if his general were killed here as well. Free Company Militia are doing some good work killing these Crypt Horrors. And on the left side, the engagement has gone pretty well for our Empire player, so maybe if he can turn his units on the left side around, he might be able to do something. Demigryph Knights running in, engaging these Black Knights.
Take position! Yes, my lord.
spearmen getting onto these crypt horrors. And the Free Company militia really are doing excellently in this game, just unloading into all of these vampire units. And you can't really just haphazardly charge Black Knights into these Free Company militia, like they're going to be able to fight back. Did they rout the general of the Empire off of them? Looks like they did. Unit of Free Company militia setting up. It's in a pretty good position. Got so much ranged fire coming down on these vampire units. Aneurysm. Black Knights still fighting these Free Company militia, but they're not doing great. And the Crypt Horrors are finally getting onto these Free Company militia, and they're going to break almost immediately. Now, I've been going for like 2 hours in Arizona. The halberdiers on the left side all finally setting up again, not bracing against this Blood Knights charge, and that's not really what you want to be doing. But if the Blood Knights get tangled up on the halberdiers, I think they can still do pretty well against them. The vampire army has been diminished quite a lot at this point. Really just a little bit of cavalry left. What is this, an Earthblood? You don't really want to be casting an Earthblood when your morale is that low, though. Just barely not routed. That's very lucky for him, because if he had lost just a little bit more morale there, his Earthblood's effect wouldn't have done anything. Empire army not looking too healthy at this point. And the Blood Knights, or the 2 units of Blood Knights doing their best to clean up what's left of the Empire army. There are still some threats alive in the Empire army, but I'm not sure that there's enough at this point to really contest the Empires. There's no heroes for the Empire army anymore, except for this Jade Wizard that's broken and not likely to get out of that clump. And it looks like the mass shatter is coming in here. Only unbreakable units remain, namely this one flagellant. Standing bravely against the... Oh wait, there's the 19 Sigmar's sons too. Standing bravely against the vampire counts. Attacking the Red Duke. Or is this a Blood Knight? That's a Blood Knight. I just kind of assumed that since he was red, he was the Red. What does the Red Duke actually look like? Kind of similar. He has a fancier helmet. Well, whatever. To a single flagellant, a normal Blood Knight may as well be the Red Duke. Just a few Sigmar's sons left to clean up. He dead yet? Oh. There he is. There he goes. was a pretty close match, though. Not very many vampire units left alive. Free Company Militia definitely did excellent. I'm looking at chat and I'm seeing that you're saying that the mistake this time was lobbying too much on the left flank. I think that that's more or less true. There was too much bad stuff happening on the right side for him to waste time.